The Baha'is, as the followers of the faith are called, are a cross-section of humanity. People of different religious and ethnic backgrounds. The worldwide Baha'i community is perhaps the most diverse organised body of people on earth. There are over 5 million Baha'is in the world, a small number compared to other world religions, but the community is truly global. The Baha'i World Centre is in northern Israel. These Baha'i pilgrims are visiting the Shrine of the Bab in Haifa. It's the second holiest site of the faith. The Bab was the forerunner of Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith. The title, the Bab, means the gate. The Shrine of Baha'u'llah lies only a few kilometers away from Haifa. It is the holiest spot on earth for Baha'is, the place where they turn to in their prayers. In 1844, when the Bab was only 25 years old, he declared, "In this very room, the dawn of the day of God and the imminent arrival of the promised one of all religions." Most of the Persians were Shia Muslims, and the Babi faith quickly gained many followers among them. This frightened the religious establishment. In 1850, when the Bab was 31 years old, he was sentenced to death and executed by a firing squad in Tabriz. Baha'u'llah lived with his family in this house in Tehran, the capital of Persia. He was wealthy and accustomed to a life of luxury. But his good fortune was not to last. He was arrested for being a Babi and thrown into a filthy underground prison in Tehran, known as the Black Pit. In the prison, Baha'u'llah had a vision. A heavenly maiden appeared and announced that God had chosen him to reveal new teachings to mankind. He describes this experience as a mighty waterfall pouring upon the earth from a lofty mountain. After 4 months in the prison, Baha'u'llah and his family were exiled to Baghdad, the capital of Iraq. 10 years later, in 1863, during his stay in a garden near Baghdad, Baha'u'llah declared that he was the messenger of God, the one that the Bab had foretold. He even claimed to be the promised one of all ages, as mentioned in the Bible, the Quran, and other holy books. The central book of his religion is called the Kitab-i-Aqdas, which means the most holy book. A unique feature of the Baha'i sacred scriptures is that the originals have been preserved. The main theme of these writings is the concept of unity and oneness. Baha'is believe that there is only one God and that he reveals his words to mankind through his chosen messengers.
The unity of religions from the Baha'i point of view means that the essence of religion is the same. The spiritual laws are the same. All of the messengers of God, such as Moses and Jesus, Muhammad, and more recently the Bab and Baha'u'llah, have brought these spiritual teachings to humankind. The social laws that they brought in their ages differ, but the spiritual laws are everlasting and the same.
All the social teachings of Baha'u'llah revolve around the principle of the unity of mankind. He says that the time has come when the people of the world must recognize their oneness. He says, "The earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens."
Baha'u'llah says that unity of mankind is important in order to bring about peace. And in order to bring world unity, there are certain principles that will have to be established. An important principle is the equality of men and women. The equality of men and women will establish justice, and justice in the family, justice in the community, justice within the education system.
Once a year, each Baha'i community elects its local council, which is called the Local Spiritual Assembly. The Local Spiritual Assembly has 9 members. There are over 10,000 of these assemblies across the world today. Every 5 years, the members of the national councils, called National Spiritual Assemblies, gather at the Baha'i World Centre in Israel for the election of the Universal House of Justice, the supreme body of the faith. Baha'is are very optimistic people. They feel certain that the Baha'i faith vision about world unity will come true, and that they are laying the foundations for the kingdom of God promised in all the holy books. Their optimism has its roots in the words of Baha'u'llah, who once said, "So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth."